So this time on A1A Custom Garage, we've got a full custom build. We've got a Northwest Chassis Athos XL. We're going to show you what we got here, all the parts lined up for this build. We'll walk through it, then we're going to go test it out. Man, so check this thing out. We've got this Northwest Chassis Athos XL, full carbon. There's a lot of these kits out there, right? So we'll get these things out, show you it comes with the carbon rails, full printed, and some carbon side plates. The center skid is printed, but they also make an option for a Delrin skid, so we opted for that. We are going to be doing RS100 from No Superior Designs. Would love it. We're going to try to fit this cedar from PureTech to see if it'll fit. It's a little bit bigger, it's an in-runner. If not, we'll probably go to a Micro Komodo or maybe a Mofo Nano Beast or something like that. So we're going to be running a set of Super 8s. These are the injection molded Super 8s, which we love. They got a few little other tricks done to them too, so we'll go through that as we get there. Mofo servo mount, that is the brass mount. We like this one a lot. It is usually our go-to with a lot of these narrow chassis setups, right? We've got a little guy racing parts, MR24 transmission. We did put the stock ratio gear set in it. We've got a set of RC Steve 710 titanium links for this kit. These things are so nice, so we'll get these out of the package, show you what they look like and everything. And then we're gonna do something we haven't used before. This is a super, super awesome VTEC Escape 32 ESC. They're kind of, you set them up. So this one's at 8.2 volts on the BEC. So, because we knew we were going to do that awesome servo over there. So we're going to give it some juice, right? And this one also has a Bluetooth module too that I believe is over here. So, we've got some good parts, stuff from No Superior Designs, Little Guy Racing Parts, Northwest Chassis, RC Steve 710, VTEC, Mofo. Man, it's going to be an awesome build. So I think we're going to get the chassis assembled, show you what it looks like. I mean, there's really not much to assembling these chassis. So we'll get it all set up and assembled. And then we'll show you as we go through and do the axles and everything too, and check it out. So check it out. I wanted to stop here. I was like, so you got to get the lower arms mounted into the skid before you actually assemble the side rails. So pretty cool that the screws are recessed in there. One thing I wanted to show you that Steve has done on his links is he uses these offset end links. Man, these guys are crazy over here. These kids, they're having a good time now. I love it. So now that it's a little bit quieter, hey man, that's the part of having a big family, right? It's never quiet around this place. So RC Steve, so Steve has made these links, and if you look, those ends and that end, they're both the offset curved. And it's nice because, so like the Hard Park skid plates, he angles the actual skid a little bit. So, but if you don't have that, this gets it so you're set up. So look at that. No bind, all that other stuff. Super, super nice. So Steve's done a great job with these links. These are titanium, super nice. So now we can get this bolted to our chassis with the side pieces, and then we'll get our side plates on as well and everything. And so we'll get that all bolted up, show you what it looks like with all the links. And then, we can get some axles on. We'll show you those and start moving forward a little bit and show you where we're going. Bang! Man, chassis goes together real fast. Really it's just these side rails. This plate just slips in there. And then getting these all screwed together. So yeah, once you get your lower arms into that skid, they're all captured within there. Then you can bolt these together with the side plates. Then you can bolt your upper arms on. They use a screw with a nut, typical. So one thing you'll see on this thing, those upper arms are outboard mounted, so pretty sweet. Gives a lot of clearance for that drive shaft. So I think this is probably where I will end up keeping them. I don't know, we'll see. The drive shaft looks like it'll squeak nice and through there. This is kind of buried all up in there. I don't, you go up any further, it starts to, the arms are here already touching the chassis. So we'll see what it looks like once we got shocks and everything on it. Waiting on those. I stuck these chassis stiffeners in there for right now. Normally you've got, these are a 3D printed part that houses the magnet, but it also is a backing to mount your shocks and everything and stabilize the chassis. So there's one for the front and rear. So I just mocked up, none of this is all tight, but I mocked up the MR24 trans with the cedar motor, and I think, it's all tight, but I think we're going to be good, because I think most likely we're going to be around there. Static or fully compressed, maybe max there. And the servo should come to the back, just over back here a little bit. So I think we're going to have clearance for the motor and servo and everything in there. So I think we're going to be pretty good. This will put a lot of weight up front, it's already got some weight with everything here. You never know, I may end up having to take the steering linkage off and just go to normal steering linkage or something. So we'll see. But really happy with this chassis so far. Looks, pretty simple, looks good. I do suggest going to the Delrin center skid. It is worth the extra few bucks. And you ever strip one out or any of that other stuff, they sell them by themselves. So pretty cool. Super 8s went on good. So really happy there. Yeah, we got all our brass and everything up front, nice and smooth. Everything bolted up really good. So really happy. Next up, I think I want to get, we'll get the motor and everything, the mesh all set, tightened down. We'll get that all figured out, and probably drive shafts figured out. Don't know what we're going to do yet. I feel like the rear will probably end up using like a Gladiator rear, and the front, I don't know, maybe a stock front. I don't know. Let's see. Because this thing isn't super duper crazy long. So, it's long, but it's not crazy. But man, look at all that clearance, that forward skid design. These arms tuck up. This is going to be really nice, especially with all having everything forward. I am going to have to figure out, I don't have any like those little square tiny batteries. I'm probably going to have to get a couple of those anyways for something like this. Because it's much more of like a competition style. You're not going to run a big giant battery to run all day long. So yeah, but man, super clean, super nice, very simple. All goes together very well. The printed parts are pretty good, like these side pieces. I've seen better. But they're not bad, no issues. So, crank down on them, you'll be fine. I almost feel like, like you could machine these sides out of Delrin. If you're machining this piece out of Delrin already, man, make the sides out of Delrin. Be pretty cool, I think, personally. A little bit nicer, a little bit more expensive, but the other thing is this kit does not come with any hardware or any of that type of stuff. So, a lot of them don't, but some of them do. I think I think with something like this, you should have hardware to go along with it, personally. But I always, the little guy racing parts, their hardware is, I think, the nicest out there, personally. It is not super cheap. Like, I have some of this stuff too that I've gotten, off of Amazon and some of the others, and they all work, they're all good, but man, I will tell you, all the hardware from Little Guy, it all fits. If you run MIP, it is tight, everything fits good, super clean, very nice, the lengths are right. So the only thing they don't have is like 12 millimeter length, so I do have some of those in the regular stuff. So if you ever need to go 12 mil length, then I go the other stuff. And I'll probably say something, let them know. Hey, give us some 12 mil too. I think it'd be cool to have 12 mil and 3 mil length. Because every once in a while you need those really short screws too. Because like these kits come with 4, 6, 8, 10, and then the nuts too. So I have them in gold. So this thing should be pretty sweet. So let's get this all tightened up, figured out. We'll figure out drive shafts, come back. I'll probably get the servo on there too, see where everything's situated. And then we'll go from there. We can figure out like how we're gonna lay out the rest of the electronics, wheels, tires, have a few options wheels wise. And then I'll show you what we're gonna do for the body. Stay tuned. Look at this thing, check it out. It is so sweet. Oh man. Let's just get it nice up close so you can check it all out. We're pretty close to being done. I think it's done. I mean, it's done, but it's not done. Okay, so let's talk about where we're at. This thing's ready to go. It's ready to hit the rocks. I'm really happy with how it came out. So let's talk about the body first. We decided this is a Flub RC C series. So it looks like a C10 truck, right? You can do it in 2 designs. You could either do cab only, or you could do with the bed. I got it to where I could do both. Because if you look, it just screwed together, right? It's super nice. This was a red carbon body. It's super nice. So my thought process was, hey, I'll get the red because I like doing like the distressed look, the old, beat up things. It's neat and all. It's not totally my style. I like them to look cool and clean and then naturally get beat up, right? So this thing's gonna take a bunch of tumbles. Let's be real. You know me. So I figured, hey, I primed it with some sandable fillable primer. I didn't even sand this thing or anything. I'm like, I'm not gonna go super crazy on the body or any of that stuff. I just want it to look nice. Primed it, and then I painted it. This is a Tamiya, I believe it's the bright blue metallic. So out in the sun, it's pretty sweet. It's got a little bit of metal flake in it, very light. And then I put a clear gloss over it. So did the flat black on the bed. Just, simple but clean. So I figured, hey, as it tumbles and stuff, it'll scratch up. You'll see the gray and then like the red underneath. It'll almost look like it's rusty and stuff as it goes to that. So that was my idea. The front is normally black for the grille. This is a metallic, or what is it? It's the bright metallic aluminum. So on the bow tie, I think I'm gonna get a paint pen. I was thinking either gold or like that orangey red color, and doing the bow tie in it, just to set that piece off. But this body, super nice. It comes with the body. It also comes, you can get this back plate piece to where if you remove the bed, it kind of covers it up. It looks clean. I had to grind it out and stuff to get it to fit, and it fit. The only thing was I didn't really like the way my electronics were going to lay out with that setup. So I could still do cab only. I could unbolt this and just go throw it on, right? So it comes with this. You got to get your mag sliders and stuff, and they bolt right up to the chassis. So we did shoe goo for the all the magnets and stuff. I like doing that. I think it works good. I hot glued the grill on. We made a windshield, quarter windows, and a back window for it, just out of some thin Lexan. Used the heat gun on this to give it a little bit to bend it and convex it, and then just hot glued it in. The back window I did cut out and tint it. I used the Lexan, smoke paint, and then hot glued it in, so give it a little bit of contrast. I was like, I'm not gonna do the side windows. I kind of like the look of it being open, so gives it a little bit of tint. Kind of screwed up the paint back here when I put these 2 little markers in. But it's not perfect, but I think it's cool. And out in the sun, I think it'll pop, look good. So I'm really happy with the body. Man, I love the look of the hard bodies and stuff. Man, they are heavy. This thing weighs a ton. I haven't weighed it yet, but it's going to add some serious weight. So it's cool. This whole kit comes with what does it have? A steering wheel, a dash, a seat. I just can't fit it all with how I have my electronics laid out because I really want to keep everything towards the front. Let's look at the truck. You can see the electronics in here. We got that awesome VTech Escape 32 ESC, our small radio link receiver. We're going to do battery over here. It just laid out really, really nice, super clean. Yeah, really happy. I did have to like heat up the wires right here just to bend them up, because if you see, that ESC comes right up to it, and that's where the mofo mount is nice. See, we're able to adjust it and move it forward. Give us just that extra room, right? It comes right up to it. These Nex racing shocks, super smooth. RC Steve 710 titanium links, super smooth. This thing is nice, really happy. The mag sliders, the print quality is great on these Flub ones. Come with the magnets. Yeah, really happy with it. Really, really happy with it. So battery wise, I've got a Spectrum. It's a 3S 300 milliamp, doing the dual lock setup. So it'll just sits in there. So you can see all that is very sanitary, keeps the weight, you know. Figured, hey, we got the motor over here up front. We'll get the battery over here. So it all just laid out pretty good, and then boom, everything fits in there cool. I mean, it's nice and tidy in there. I wanted to be able to at least do the seat that was in there, but it won't fit with the battery and stuff there. So, but everything looks good. Really happy with it. Super pumped. So we got these, I think these are the Turbo Mac. They're the machine, but man, they're like a polish finish. It is so cool. So we got that free flow 9 steering. Man, really, really pumped with how well this thing came out. So now we got to go get it on the rocks and test it. I'm going to weigh it. You know, I might do that before we go out on the rocks, but let me go see if I can get that figured out, and then we'll go from there. I hope everybody enjoyed this build. I know I did. If you ever want to do the Lexan windows and stuff, I just take some like cardstock and I cut it out, you know, to fit first as a template, and then I just transfer the template over onto some thin Lexan, and that's it. So then you can just super glue, or you can super glue it. I feel like the hot glue works better. So, but yeah, I am really, really happy with like this whole setup. It is, I didn't want to cut the bed here. I know I could probably trim it just a little bit, but I was like, I like the look. I don't want to comp cut it. If I ever have to go comp it or anything like that, I'll take the bed off. I'll take the bed off and just run cab only, and it'll take a lot of weight off the back too. So when I weigh this, we may end up, I've got brass rings front and rear. I may end up doing an aluminum ring in the rear to help with the weight. So we'll see. Stay tuned. So we've got the Northwest Chassis Works Athos XL. I don't know. Forget the name of it. This chassis. It's cool though. We've got our hard body on there, so let's see how this goes. I think this thing's set up pretty good. It was really fairly light until we put this hard body on. So let's see how it kind of works. What do you think, Dash? What do you think it's going to do?
I actually love the body. That's like
It's super smooth with this VTech ESC. I'll give you that.
What? That's insane.
Let's just kind of test this out a little bit.
I think it's just going to get up all the way to there. It has no problem.
This thing is pretty easily doing this stuff.
Wait, can it get up this part? What?
Easy.
Wait,
We're trying to do that with some of the comp chassis stuff. It's really struggling right now.
wait,
So
what
I'm
if we
gonna
try
do
to
is
get up this? That's kind of struggling.
Hang on, do not. It's okay.
If it's
Oh, first scratch. That's okay.
If this gets up here, I'm going to be surprised.
Impressed.
Yeah, impressed and surprised.
Do it.
Do it, do it, do it, do it.
I'm getting stuck, huh?
It just didn't.
Can you go around?
Yeah, I can go around. I just want to go through different stuff. Dude, the side hill's pretty. It's hard to tell on the camera the angle.
Hey, you got it.
This body is very heavy. So,
Oh, that's hard. That's so hard.
oh, there goes the body.
Nice.
All right, Dash. We maybe go grill this on this body, huh? Well, we are right now.
The same thing happened with what's it called? Black.
Let's see if we can do this again. Come this way.
Wrong.
Well,
All the way down there.
that lost the battery too.
Oh, that's great.
Maybe we shouldn't be doing this.
Oh man.
This is actually cool.
I'm gonna keep trying that one because I just want to keep doing it.
I lost my shoes on the way up.
Oh no! All right, Dash. Let's see that body again. Oh, don't worry about the grill. Take it out. It ain't gonna stay.
I like the grill. It's actually cool.
I know. It's just not gonna stay when it's hot glued on.
Why
So-
did you
Sorry,
grill
crap.
gluing?
All right. So let's try this.
Oh.
See, it's already the front tire's already off, right?
Yep. Don't try to.
Yeah. It's just not stable.
What if we just pick it up and stick it to the top? That'd be cute.
So we can go through it that way.
That wasn't. Now you can just put it.
So the neck shocks are really smooth. But I feel like it just needs more travel. That's just.
What's
Yeah.
travel?
Oh, start sliding there. Let's go through it slow.
Oh. Tumble.
Thanks, Dash.
Wasting.
Go back over here. See, I feel like I've had. See, it's just not articulating in the front very well.
What's
This-
our
I
trick?
feel like it needs. The springs are too heavy, honestly, in the front.
When is the trick gonna be
'Cause it
wasted?
doesn't let the front move enough.
This truck might be wasted.
this thing's just
Just
gonna.
keeps
You know
falling.
what? The whole point of this body was to like let it get scratched up.
Yeah,
Dash, can you
but-
flip them over, please?
Yeah, but he's totally wasted right now.
I don't have any shoes on.
This is a very tough area. It's very deceiving. Come down.
I'm scared.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring it back down.
I wonder how all the other rock cars are gonna do.
I don't know. I think these front springs need to go out for this thing to truly work.
It's stuck. Oh wait, how is it not? How about? How is it not flipping?
That was good once we got it to set.
Where should we put this? Maybe I should just eat this grill. I want fire in my butt. got it.
I got it.
It actually looks
Man, it
cool.
just not gonna catch there. Oh man, I'm
This
gonna
is
mess up
so-
all my equipment too. Man, it just does not wanna. It's caught right there.
Yeah, it gets caught.
So you have to, like, the way this thing's articulating, you just can't get caught right there.
Maybe we should fix it. Like,
That was good. Okay. Let's get some final thoughts on maybe some adjustments we need to make. I feel like weight balance is fairly good. I think the body is too heavy, personally. That's why I usually don't. Hey, Dash, I need that. I need that. We're not throwing it away.
Oh yeah, where'd you put it in there?
You gotta hold it here. Let me have it. I'm gonna eventually glue it back on. I think a Lexan body. I'm a Lexan fan because of the weight, but maybe having this go cab only would be better. So
yeah.
we can unbolt the back and try that too. And I feel like we need to pull the front springs off. I think the front springs are too heavy. So maybe we'll pull. They're too stiff. So maybe we'll pull the front springs off and just run rear spring on it and see how it does next time out. So we got some good feedback though. We'll look at some of the video too, but we just want to thank you for all the support. Comment, like, subscribe. We're all having a good time out here. Everybody's in line. Look, they're all waiting. They're like, when do we get to drive our cars? We got Dash. He's
Am I
ready.
next?
Grace is ready. I don't know. We might have Gage go next. And then I really like this chassis overall. I think the look of the body is super sweet, but it's more performance oriented, so it might end up getting a Lexan body. So remember, use those 10% discount codes at Little Guy Racing Parts. We got a 10% off. This thing's got a bunch of Little Guy on it. You know, it's got those Turbo Mac wheels, Super 8s. Man, it's got their MR24 trans, all that stuff. So it's really good equipment. Really love it. So stay tuned. We're gonna have more up on this one in the future. We'll catch you on the next one.